The following is an Outdoor Channel original production.
I'm Robin Bird. I'm an ex-Navy deep-sea diver and a marine naturalist. I've spent years filming and observing sharks in the wild.
And I'm Eli Martinez. I'm an expert on shark behavior. I'm on a mission to unravel the secret world of sharks and share what I've learned with you.
We're going to challenge everything you think you know about sharks. A big coastal shark, known for having a vicious temper if caught or harassed, yet also known as one of the most docile and gentle sharks if treated with respect. The lemon shark is a very social and intelligent predator. Each spring, they congregate in the deep water off Jupiter, Florida. And this is the perfect opportunity to explore the difference in personality and temperament between male and female lemon sharks. Our biggest challenge today may just be the weather. We're getting a late start. It's about 9:30 in the morning, but it's been pouring rain all morning. It's still, as you can see, overcast skies here, heavy overcast in Jupiter, Florida. We're heading out of Jupiter Inlet to find lemon sharks today. We have been weathered for 4 days. We have been stuck here. It's been a high pressure system offshore, was creating 6 to 8 foot, 9 foot seas out there, driving rain. So we've basically been holed up in our hotel rooms for that entire time. It's broke, the high pressure system moved onshore, and the seas are calming. It's still 3 to 5 foot out there. We're gonna be diving today 100 feet plus on nitrox to find lemon sharks. So it's game on. Let's get on the boat. So we're heading out of Florida's Jupiter Inlet on the hunt for one of the most fascinating species of sharks.
And in my opinion, one of the most intelligent, the lemon shark.
Lemon sharks are found in shallow subtropical waters. They can reach lengths of 11 feet and weigh over 400 pounds. These are highly social animals, and Jupiter, Florida has one of the largest aggregations of lemon sharks found anywhere in the world. They have a reputation among fishermen as a shark with a vicious temper.
But I'm here to show you another side of these animals. I've been working with these sharks for over 10 years, and if treated with respect, these sharks can be docile, and in fact, sometimes seeking out human interaction. What I'm going to show you today is going to blow your mind.
Today we're going to get right in the middle of a group of strictly male and then a group of strictly female lemon sharks to see the differences in their behavior.
But Robin, we're not just here to find them. How receptive will the males be to my approach? How receptive will the females be? That's what we're going to find out.
The lemon shark aggregations here in Jupiter, Florida are really impressive. But I've heard one crazy story after another about how vicious-tempered this shark can be. I've heard they'll even seek revenge. If you're messing around with a shark and you let it go, it'll either bite you or bite anybody else nearby.
Robin, these are extremely intelligent sharks, and lemon sharks do understand if you're messing with them, and if you are, watch out. But at the same time, they're also smart enough to know when you're not messing with them, and then they can be extremely docile.
Guys, we're almost to the inlet. When we get there, it's going to get really rough. So let's hang on, make sure your gear's bunged in, and get ready for the ride.
We're almost clear of the inlet. We're heading out of Jupiter, Florida in search of one of the most fascinating predatory sharks, the lemon shark. The challenge today is the weather. It's been really rough weather and rough seas for the last 4 days. So I'm a little uneasy about today, but we'll see what the conditions are like once we get out there. It's a good thing Randy has a sense of humor, because today he'll need it. We're getting hammered with 5 to 8 foot seas, but Randy also knows exactly where to find male lemon sharks for our first goal, to see how receptive they are to interaction and physical touch. We're headed 3.5 miles off Florida's Jupiter Inlet into federal waters. Our goal is to locate separate groups of male and female lemon sharks to see how each will respond to Eli's attempts at winning their trust. But today the ocean is angry and rough seas are tossing our boat around as we head for the first drop. While the rest of us cling to the handrails, Captain Randy Jordan secures the gear on the stern and we push on. Eli knows lemon sharks, and he's shared some remarkable stories and video with me. His encounters with lemons have led him to believe they're highly intelligent sharks and even enjoy human affection. So I know the lemon shark is capable of inflicting severe damage on someone that's dumb enough to harass one. But the idea that this shark can also be docile and actually seek out human interaction or affection is a really weird concept for me. I know Eli's the man, so I'm gonna let him show that to me, but I'll believe it when I see it.
One of the things, like I said, we don't really teach the sharks, they teach us, and one of the things they've taught me is that don't mess with them during a full moon. Oh, by the way, it's a full moon this week, so during a full moon, for some reason, they get, I'm not gonna say aggressive, but they get very quick. You don't want to be caught with food in your hand, and when they come in, it's a little frightening because they come in so fast. Normally they're so docile, they just line up, they come in at one at a time, really sweet. During a full moon, 4 or 5 of them come in at one time, and it's pretty exciting. All right, we're headed over to a little spot I call Lemon Drop. We're gonna be thinking lemon sharks. This spot usually holds all males. This is one of those locations where it's a guys only kind of a thing. We're gonna drop down into about 90 feet of water. We're roughly about 3.5 nautical miles from shore out in federal waters, and we're just gonna see what's there. Looking forward to working with Eli and learn a few new things about our resident sharks.
Joining us as safety diver is a veteran of many shark encounters. John Dickinson will be watching our backs as we pay attention to the sharks in front of the camera. Captain Randy Jordan stuffs the chum box with fresh chunks of fish. As fascinating as we may be to them, without the chum box, the sharks would quickly lose interest in us. It's time to start gearing up for the first dive. They were saying 3 to 5 foot seas. Easy 3 to 5 foot seas today. We're getting tossed around like crazy. This is not fun. But it beats sitting in a hotel room for 4 days. We're almost over the first spot, where only male lemon sharks are usually found.
All right, guys, we're gonna jump in. We're gonna go down to the bottom about 90 feet. We're gonna swim north with the current. Don't overexert. We're gonna swim north and just a little bit east till I find a nice spot where we're out of the current, out of the blowout. Then we'll set up for the sharks and see what we can find. So let's go ahead and get ready.
90 feet below us, the water is calm, and we look forward to getting off this pitching deck and joining the lemon sharks. Finally, we arrive over the spot, and our team enters the water. Eli takes a moment to enjoy the tranquility as he descends to 90 feet, where he's greeted by a Goliath grouper. And almost immediately, a female lemon shark shows up and begins patrolling the scene. Surprising because this spot is known for only male lemon sharks, which is why we're here. It's obvious the Goliath grouper is going to compete with this shark for anything we might be handing out. This party is just getting started. We are 3.5 miles offshore from Jupiter, Florida, and 90 feet deep. We're diving with lemon sharks, an intelligent shark known for having a bad temper, also known for seeming to enjoy human interaction. But will there be a difference between the male and female lemon shark's response to Eli's approach? This is what we're here to find out. Only minutes into our first dive, we're joined by a Goliath grouper, and oddly enough, a female lemon shark. This area is known mostly for males. Goliath groupers are really good at throwing their weight around. But this big female lemon shark is not going to be intimidated very easily. She seems completely relaxed around us, and Eli is able to gently hold her by the nose, his way of saying hello. This female lemon shark is very bold and almost friendly, but we need to find male lemon sharks on this dive. So we leave the bottom and begin drifting with the current in mid-water, about 50 feet below the surface. The first male lemon shark comes up to meet us, gulping a chunk of fish before darting away. The male shark seems far more wary than the female, who weaves in and out of our divers. And then, as if to prove the point, she decides to gently rub against the lens port of the camera. Eli hands the female lemon shark a fish. She gulps it down and circles back into Randy Jordan, almost nibbling the back of his head and shoulders. But this is only curiosity and not aggression. She returns to Eli, who gently holds and rubs her nose before she breaks away. The male lemon sharks have now become more relaxed, and both Eli and Randy are beginning to interact with them. Suddenly, out of the blue haze, a gorgeous young female tiger shark swings in for a visit. She's literally perfect and totally calm as she comes in for a closer look at Eli. But we're out of chum and low on gas, and it's time to end this dive.
Amazing first dive. What was that? 2 male lemon sharks, 1 female lemon shark. So the theory about them being completely separate communities didn't hold up on this dive.
No.
Also, Eli, I noticed that the males actually allowed you to interact with them quite a bit.
A little bit, yeah. They were coming in, which was really exciting for me, especially since I don't really know these sharks.
Yeah.
But, Randy's obviously, he's conditioned them quite a bit, as far as working with them a lot. So when I came in, they weren't as shy as I was thinking they were going to be, so it's pretty exciting. It's only the first dive, so I can't wait to see what the rest of the dives do.
Okay, there were a few exciting moments down there, let me tell you. I turned around just in time to see one of the lemon sharks nibble the back of your head. I mean, it was like...
He was just after the bubbles. Sometimes when you exhale, the bubbles pass back there. I think he was a little bit confused.
Think he was a little confused?
Totally confused. Yeah. Really, there was a lot of scent in the water, and I think the lemon shark was just trying to find his way. I really don't believe at all it was any kind of aggressive. I was just thinking he was a little confusing.
It wasn't like kisses. He wasn't giving you kisses on the back.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Was it a male or a female? I don't know.
So the next exciting thing that happened, we're down to about 600, 700 PSI. We're getting towards the end of the dive, probably only 10 feet from the surface. Eli looks at me and goes like that, and I was like, oh, something else is showing up. I turn around, about an 8-foot tiger shark swings in to play with us. It was amazing.
Yeah, Eli was at home. I think that one came right over from his area. He swam right up to him, so that was really cool.
Yeah,
they're really a lot prettier when they're smaller.
They got the stripes.
But the one thing that I was happy to see was that Goliath grouper that came up, because I know Eli loves those, and it's like a big puppy dog for him.
Yeah, so the Goliath grouper
was glad to see that.
It was an amazing.
It was like a big Saint Bernard.
It was a really great first dive. I mean, as far as we got a bunch of sharks in there. The tiger shark was a really nice surprise.
Sure.
It was kind of like just coming home, and I'm just really excited about what the rest of this adventure is.
We're 4 miles off of Jupiter, Florida, in the middle of a very rough ocean. It's 3 to 5 foot seas, occasional 7, 8 foot swells rolling through. The wind is blowing like crazy. It is no fun being on the deck of this boat.
We're here to interact with lemon sharks, and we're trying to see if there's a difference in the behavior between male lemon sharks and female lemon sharks in terms of the amount of human interaction they'll tolerate. All right, Eli, we're gonna set up and do the next dive. This time we're gonna drop down on a wreck that's supposedly loaded with only female lemon sharks. So what can we expect from this dive?
Well, hopefully if they're anything like the sharks that I've worked with, they're gonna be real interested in what's going on. Obviously, we're bringing down the bait, they're gonna be interested in that. But from my experience, female lemon sharks are a lot more interested in interacting with us. So I'm hoping that if they come in, they're gonna be a little playful, maybe come in over and over again doing the same things.
All right.
And maybe I can find an individual that's gonna wanna really, really get involved with what we got going on.
We gear up for the next dive. A large wreck in 90 feet of water, where groups of female lemon sharks can be found. Even in this rough ocean, the water below the surface is blue and clear. Randy Jordan decides to bring a nice big fish head to the party. The wreck looms into view. And we let the current push us along toward the stern. Randy signals for us to come down to the sand at 90 feet, where a number of female lemon sharks are beginning to congregate. Randy will always keep a wary eye on any shark that wants to get behind the divers. So he guides this lemon shark back to the front yard. These are big, beautiful lemon sharks, healthy and well-fed. A nurse shark that seems to be blind in one eye wants in on the action, but Eli gently guides her away. The cloud of small fish swirling around us are grunts. And they're so dense that sometimes you only see the lemon shark when it's in your lap. Soon, the lemon sharks are swarming our divers, and Eli is busy keeping the sharks moving. But it's already obvious Eli was correct. The female lemon sharks are by far more bold and relaxed around the divers than the male lemon sharks were, and seem to almost enjoy physical contact. This is really fascinating behavior. We can only stay at 90 feet for a limited amount of time, so we leave the bottom and head for the surface. The curious female lemon sharks follow our team to mid-water before finally becoming bored with us and disappearing back into the blue haze.
Fantastic.
Eli, here's my take. The female lemon sharks are allowing more interaction because there are more of them. They are in competition with each other. And when that chum was starting to really get boiled out of that box, they were really sticking their head in there one after another. So when you're reaching up and touching the side of their head, I noticed the nictating membrane, and that's that white membrane you'll see cover the eye, which is really to protect the shark's eye. I see that happening each time you do that. I don't know if that's a sign of, wow, this feels really good, or if they're protecting themselves saying, I'll let him do this, but I'm looking for food.
Well, yeah, you could say that, but the experience I've had with the sharks here is that they do enjoy it because they keep coming back over and over again. And yeah, you could say it's about the food, but I've been in situations where I've had lemon sharks literally come up to me, stop in front of me so I can give them back scratches, and they'll just lay down and they just want me to rub their back. Has nothing to do with food, has everything to do with a shark just seeking out some kind of interaction.